Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. India's Air Force Chief says 6 Pakistani aircraft shot down during Operation Sindoor. IAF Chief calls S-400 system a game changer. Kremlin confirms Putin and Trump summit to take place in Alaska on August 15. Focus on discussing options for achieving a peaceful resolution to the Ukrainian crisis, says Putin aide. Azerbaijan and Armenia sign US brokered peace agreement at White House. Trump says Armenia, Azerbaijan commit to end fighting forever. India's Air Force Chief Air Chief Marshal Amarpreet Singh made a big revelation that India shot down 6 Pakistani aircraft successfully during Operation Sindoor. The downed fleet included 5 fighter jets and a high-value airborne early warning and control system aircraft, commonly known as the Big Bird, for its advanced surveillance role. He said S-400 has been a game changer. The Air Chief was speaking at an event in Bengaluru.
We have at least 5 fighters confirmed killed and 1 large aircraft, which could be either an Elint aircraft or an AWNC aircraft, which was taken on at a distance of about 300 kilometers. This is the actually largest ever recorded surface-to-air kill that we can talk about.
Annual defence production has soared to an all-time high figure of rupees 1,50,590 crore in the financial year 2024-25. The milestone represents a robust 18% growth over the previous fiscal's output of rupees 1.27 lakh crore. India's defence ministers India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has lauded the collective efforts of the Department of Defence Production and all stakeholders. He termed the upward trajectory as a clear indicator of India's strengthening defence industrial base. Defence public sector undertakings and other PSUs accounted for approximately 77% of total production, while private sector contributed 23%. The share of the private sector, which increased from 21% in FY 2023-24 to 23% in FY 2024-25, reflects the sector's growing role in the defence ecosystem of the country. The overall production of DPSUs in private sector has increased by 16% and 28% respectively in FY 2024-25. This record-setting achievement underscores the growing momentum of the government's push to self-reliance in defence manufacturing under the Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative. The emphasis to reduce the dependency on imports and create a defence industrial complex has shown positive results. Chairman of India's premier defence research and development organisation, Dr. Samit Kamath, attended the 14th convocation ceremony of the Defence Institute of Advanced Technology, Pune, as the chief guest. Addressing the media, Dr. Kamath said that India's defence exports have reached 23,000 crore rupees last year and it will double in the next 2 to 3 years.
मैं कहूँगा कि आगे अगर कंट्री को सॉवरेन रहना है तो हमको आत्मनिर्भरता पे पूरा जोर देना चाहिए। 2014 से इस गवर्नमेंट ने आत्मनिर्भर भारत और मेक इन इंडिया को बहुत सपोर्ट दिया है। इसलिए आज आपने रक्षा मंत्री जी का ट्वीट पढ़ा होगा। लास्ट ईयर 1,50,000 करोड़ का डिफेंस प्रोडक्शन कंट्री में हुआ है। ये दर्शाता है कि आगे हमारा देश पूरी तरह से आत्मनिर्भर होगा ये डिफेंस क्षेत्र।
The Kremlin has confirmed that the US President Donald Trump will meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin on August 15 in Alaska to negotiate an end to the war in Ukraine. Putin aide Yuri Ushakov said that the two leaders will focus on discussing options for achieving a long-term peaceful resolution to the Ukrainian crisis.
The American side has just announced that an agreement has been reached to organize a meeting between the presidents of Russia and the United States, Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump, on August 15th, Friday, in Alaska. Of course, the presidents themselves will undoubtedly focus on discussing options for achieving a long-term, peaceful resolution to the Ukrainian crisis.
Earlier on Friday, at a press conference at the White House, Trump stated that there will be some exchange of territories for the mutual benefit of both the sides. The US and Russia were aiming to reach a deal to halt the conflict in Ukraine. Trump had threatened to impose new sanctions and tariffs against Moscow and countries that buy its exports unless Russia agreed to end the 3.5-year conflict. Earlier, Trump's special envoy, Steve Witkoff, held 3 hours of talks with Putin in Moscow on August 6 that both sides described as constructive.
I'll be meeting very shortly with President Putin. It would have been sooner, but I guess there's security arrangements that unfortunately people have to make. Otherwise, I'd do it much quicker. He would too. He'd like to meet as soon as possible. I agree with it. But we'll be announcing that very shortly.
Meanwhile, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Saturday that Ukraine could not violate its constitution on territorial issues, adding that Ukrainians will not give up their land to occupiers.
President Trump announced preparations for his meeting with Putin in Alaska, very far away from this war, which is raging on our land against our people, and which anyway can't be ended without us, without Ukraine. Of course, we will not reward Russia for what it has perpetrated. The Ukrainian people deserve peace, but all partners must understand what a dignified peace is.
Azerbaijan and Armenia signed a US-brokered peace agreement on Friday at the White House on Friday. The leaders of Armenia and Azerbaijan shook hands as they joined President Donald Trump at the White House for a peace summit. The agreement includes US exclusive development rights to a key South Caucasus transit corridor aimed at boosting energy and research exports. President of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, expressed confidence that Armenia and Azerbaijan will reconcile and build a peaceful future for the next generation.
I'm sure that Armenia and Azerbaijan will find courage and responsibility to reconcile, and also the people will reconcile. We will turn the page of standoff, confrontation, and bloodshed, and provide bright and safe future for our children. So I'm very happy.
Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump stated that the two countries had committed to stop fighting, open up diplomatic relations, and respect each other's territorial integrity. Restrictions had also been lifted on defense cooperation between Azerbaijan and the United States.
It's a long time, 35 years. They fought, and now they're friends. And they're going to be friends for a long time. But it's a big, beautiful honor to welcome everyone to the White House for this very historic peace summit between Armenia and Azerbaijan. It's really a great thrill for me. I love seeing good people get together, and that's what you have. You have two great leaders. I want to congratulate these two visionary people, Prime Minister Pashinyan and President Aliyev.
Update from Gaza. Jordan's army has carried out more aid airdrops over Gaza, delivering pallets of food and baby milk to Palestinians caught in a deepening hunger crisis. The UN warns these airdrops alone won't be enough, urging Israel to allow far greater aid access by land to prevent starvation as Israel pushes to expand its military control over the enclave. In southern France, firefighters are into their 5th day battling a massive wildfire in the Corbières Massif, which has caused over 17,000 hectares. An orange heat wave alert and the looming return of the hot, dry tramontane winds threaten to reignite the place. Around 1,000 firefighters are working to monitor 90 kilometers of fire edges and stop any flare-ups. The regional fire chief warns the inferno is unlikely to be brought under control before Sunday evening.
We are here every day, every morning and evening, making assessments, which is why there is an update this morning. We know tomorrow is going to be a difficult day because the weather conditions are aligned against us. Given the scale of this disaster, I don't believe we'll see any significant change in control before Sunday evening.
In Spain, more than 100 members of military emergency unit joined firefighters in San Bartolomé de Pinares on Friday to put out wildfires. Dozens of residents were evacuated as the fire tore through 650 hectares of land, authorities said. Train lines between Madrid and Avila were disrupted and some roads closed, the official train operator IAF said in a post on X on Friday night. Saturday morning, the military emergency unit personnel was deployed to the area where they carried out firefighting operations. The fire was brought under control on Saturday, but residents were still not able to return home, local media reported. And still to come on this edition of DD India Live. India's first animal stem cell biobank inaugurated in Hyderabad. IMD predicts more showers expected in Delhi. Prime Minister celebrates Raksha Bandhan with school children and Brahma Kumaris.
Complex issues, hidden agendas, twists and turns, strategic games. We think all dots are linked. We just need to connect them. Join me every week as I connect the dots to unravel hidden designs in statecraft, mysteries, and decode issues that matter to you. Watch Connecting the Dots with me at these times on DD India.
You're watching DD India Live. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. Union Minister of State for Science and Technology, Dr. Jitendra Singh, inaugurated India's first animal stem cell biobank and laboratory at the National Institute of Animal Biotechnology, Hyderabad, on Saturday. The 1.85 crore facility will support regenerative medicine and advanced research in livestock health. The minister also laid the foundation stone for a new hostel and Type 4 quarters worth 19.98 crore to support NIAB's research ecosystem. Singh also launched 5 veterinary diagnostic tools aimed at enhancing animal health under One Health approach. He urged farmers to adopt modern diagnostics for better disease management and increased farm income.
We need to work harder because we are dealing with the animal world and the plant world. So it's more to their stakeholders. And I have to compliment Dr. Taru Sharma because in her tenure, India is going to get the first ever animal stem cell biobank.
India Meteorological Department issued rain alert for Delhi following heavy rain since morning. In its alert, the IMD said that a few spells of light to moderate rain or thunder showers are expected today, with a chance of heavier rain in isolated areas. More showers may follow in the early morning hours tomorrow. Earlier in the morning, Delhi woke up to rainy morning as heavy rainfall lashed several parts of Delhi NCR. Flight operations were also affected. On World Sanskrit Day being celebrated today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that Sanskrit is a timeless source of knowledge and expression. Prime Minister wrote on X, and I quote, "Today on Shravan Purnima, we mark World Sanskrit Day. Sanskrit is a timeless source of knowledge and expression. Its impact can be found across sectors. This day is an occasion to appreciate the effort of every person around the world who is learning and popularizing Sanskrit." Prime Minister Narendra Modi celebrated Raksha Bandhan with school children and Brahma Kumaris at 7 Lok Kalyan Marg, PM Modi's official residence in Delhi. Prime Minister shared the video of Raksha Bandhan celebration on X. Let's have a look.
Happy Raksha Bandhan.
अच्छा ओहो हाथ मिलाना है।
आप मेरे आई कार्ड से देख लो, मेरा नाम यहाँ पे है।
सबसे ऊपर तुम्हारा होना चाहिए। शाबाश। आप सबको रक्षाबंधन की बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं।
आज मिला देश के नेता से सम्मान, रक्षा का धागा, विश्वास की डोर, दिल से निकलता है बस एक ही शोर, जय हिंद।
आपके जैसे प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनना चाहते हैं।
अच्छा, प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनना है।
मातृभूमि करती अभिनंदन, भारत भारत के आप हो चंदन, नई सोच नई राह दिखाई, आशा की नव किरण जगाई, स्वच्छ भारत की ज्योति जलाई, जन आवाज से खुशहाली आई, मन की बात जन जन की आवाज, आप सपा के प्रधानमंत्री हुआ आज राष्ट्र को नाज।
उज्ज्वला का दीप जलाया, हर घर चूल्हा तब जल पाया, अटल पेंशन और जीवन ज्योति, हर नागरिक का भविष्य मोती, डिजिटल इंडिया और स्किल इंडिया से हर युवा को मिला आत्मबल,
ऑपरेशन सिंदूर से शौर्य दिखाया, दुश्मन को भारत का जौहर दिखलाया, मातृभूमि करती अभिनंदन, भारत भाल के आप हो चंदन, भारत भाल के आप हो चंदन। धन्यवाद।
ये सारी योजनाएं आपको याद है?
हाँ जी।
अरे वाह, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बधाई।
हम आभार से आए हैं, उन्नत मन गर्व से छाए है, जब भी कभी कोई संकट सामने आया, सिंदूर की तरह स्नेह लुटाया, आपने बेटियों को लौटाया उनका घर, अब ना कोई डर ना कोई सफर।
हमारे देश में एक है ऐसा कर्म योगी
जिसकी मिसाल कहीं नहीं होगी।
बहुत बड़ी राखी लाई हो। हाँ,
सुना आपके पास नंदी और गंगा है।
हाँ, तुम्हें मालूम है? शाबाश, ये बहुत बढ़िया किया।
उनकी राखी में मैंने उनकी नंदी जी की फोटो लगाई थी, तो वो खुद बड़े शौक से थे कि इन छोटे छोटे बच्चों को भी कैसे पता। ऐसा लग रहा था कि मैं अपने किसी बड़े से बात कर रही हूँ जिनको मैं बहुत टाइम से जानती हूँ।
मैं एक बच्चे को नहीं संभाल सकती, आप इतने बड़े दुनिया का संभाल लेते हैं।
नहीं, आप लोग संभालते हैं।
अब हमारे वॉरियर सेवियर दोनों। मैंने पीएम से बोला, वो हमारे सबसे बड़े सेवियर वॉरियर हैं और मैं उनको बहुत पसंद करती हूँ, दुनिया के सबसे बेस्ट प्राइम मिनिस्टर हैं। न्यूज़ हेडलाइंस। The Delhi government has opened 33 आयुष्मान आरोग्य मंदिर to improve health care. बुंदेले हर बोलो के मुँह, हमने सुनी कहानी थी, खूब लड़ी मर्दानी है तो झांसी वाली रानी थी।
रानी बन के आई है।
मैं जब छोटी थी तो मेरी विश यही थी कि मुझे एक बार पीएम से मिलना है, आज मेरी विश पूरी हो।
Indeed, such a sweet gesture by little kids. And in a landmark moment for Jammu and Kashmir's connectivity, the first freight train rolled into the newly commissioned Anantnag goods shed on Saturday, arriving from Punjab. This development marks a major step in integrating the Kashmir Valley with India's national freight network. Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav posted a video of the freight train on X, saying that the launch of freight operations to the valley will significantly reduce transportation costs, providing economic relief to citizens and businesses in the region. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reshared the video and said that great day for commerce and connectivity in Jammu and Kashmir. It will enhance both progress and prosperity. Every year, on 9th of August, the world comes together to celebrate the International Day of the World's Indigenous Peoples. This day recognizes and honors the rights, cultures and contributions of indigenous communities across the globe. DD India correspondent Princey Yadav reports.
In the world of technology, AI and digitization, there still remains a group largely untouched by this transformation. And this is the indigenous community or the tribal community. In order to raise awareness of the needs of these communities, annually on 9th August, International Day of the World's Indigenous Peoples is observed. This date was adopted in December 1994 by the UN General Assembly. This year's theme, Indigenous Peoples and AI, Defending Rights, Shaping Futures, sheds light on potential risks and opportunities of new technology for Indigenous peoples. Indigenous peoples are inheritors and practitioners of unique cultures. As per UNESCO, there are 476 million Indigenous peoples spread across 90 countries. They represent less than 6% of the world's population, but account for at least 15% of the poorest in this world. They represent 5,000 different cultures. Indigenous population occupies 28% of the global land area. India is home to one of the largest tribal populations in the world, with 705 scheduled tribes officially recognized across 30 states and union territories.
The vibrant tribal communities offers a living archive of songs, symbols and craftsmanship, resonating with centuries of old wisdom.
I am a traditional puppet artist from Rajasthan. This is the skill of my hands, passed down through generations. I travel to different places and set up my stall to showcase our traditional art. We also perform folk dances like Kachi Ghori and Bhabai. This is not just my work, this is my heritage.
India, for its part, is using advanced technology to preserve and empower its indigenous culture. Let's take a look at some key government schemes for tribal empowerment. Dharti Abha Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan. It aims at bridging key gaps in infrastructure, education, and livelihoods of tribal villages. Pradhan Mantri Janjati Adivasi Nyay Maha Abhiyan or PM Jan Man. It focuses on improving road connectivity, constructing Anganwadis and multipurpose centers, besides building school hostels. Eklavya Model Residential Schools or EMRS. They aim to provide quality education for children in remote areas. And pre-matric and post-matric scholarship schemes. They offer financial aid to scheduled tribe students pursuing higher education.
In the growing era of artificial intelligence, indigenous communities demand a seat at the table, not just as a subject of research, but as co-creators of sustainable and inclusive future. With cameraman Manmohan, Princey Yadav for DD India.
The city of Mumbai is set to shine even brighter as it prepares to welcome nearly 300 of the world's brightest young astronomers for the 18th International Olympiad on Astronomy and Astrophysics 2025. This prestigious global event will be held from August 11 to 21st, 2025. The event, hosted by Homi Bhabha Center for Science Education, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. A record 300 student contestants and about 140 mentors, teachers coming from 64 countries to participate in the largest IOAA till date. That's all for this edition of DD India Live, but let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms, and you can scan the QR code on the screen to download now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj from all of us here in Delhi. Thanks for watching DD India Live.